Hey guys, the Gossip Chick here. So this is gonna be my mini rant slash review of the Kardashians. Now, if you've been watching, how many raise your hand? How many of you have been watching the Kardashians on Hulu? Um, I guess unfortunately I've been keeping up, but I don't know, y'all. I feel like this season is definitely better than last season because last season was just like I don't know, it was definitely boring to me. However, this season it's not like it's like hyped up or anything, but it's definitely better. It's definitely better. Um, Now, as far as everything that's going on there, I mean, it's like I feel like it's not much. I feel like it's some very ordinary things, or I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it, y'all. I don't know what to even say because it's like it's just I don't know. You have we'll start with like I don't know the weakest links, I guess. Kendall and Kylie. I am glad to see that they are back cool again because I feel like at the end of like Keeping Up with the Kardashians and maybe like these first two seasons of the Kardashians, I feel like they weren't really close. Um, if you guys remember, like way back in the day when the Kardashians first started, all the way up until maybe they were like teenagers, and I think Kylie might have said this in the this previous episode that they had. But they were like actually really close until like became like teenagers or something. They became teenagers, and it was like they went their separate ways. They were like whatever about each other, fighting. Like it was a whole thing. It seemed like they weren't really close anymore. It seemed like they weren't really, I don't know, into each other like that. So, I'm just glad to see that they are back cool. I like to see Kendall on her horses. I think that's dope. Um, and I don't know, Kylie just has like nothing going on. You know what I mean? Like it would have been dope if her and Travis would have actually, probably not been a fake couple, and and they would have actually, showed them and like kind of what they do together, or I don't know, but I don't know. Travis won't hold his head up long enough to even look at her, so I guess that wouldn't have worked. But anyway, so then you have Chloe. She's like, yeah, I don't have a connection with my child that came from a surrogate that I basically tried to have to trap Tristan, but it didn't work. Um, she's struggling with that. Then on the flip side, she had like what was it, like a tumor or something on the side of her face? She got that cut out. I think it was so fake, and like I don't even know what to even say. Like whenever Malika came over, she's like so fake to me. But anyway, Malika comes over, she's like crying, and she's like, "Oh, you don't deserve this," and whatever, which was crazy. So she comes over and she's saying that Chloe can barely talk, barely even smile, and that was crazy. She's just like, you've been through so much, da da da. In my opinion, Chloe has put herself through so much. Like after Tristan cheated like the first two times, I mean, girl, move on. I don't care if he's the father of your children or not. Like, move on. You know what I mean? So now she has like this, or well, she had that tumor, and but I think they cut it out or whatever. But thankfully, they cut it out, so that's good for her. We're happy about that. Then we have Scott. Scott was on a couple of the episodes, maybe like one or two of those of the first episodes, maybe. People are saying they're happy that Scott's back. I guess Scott's like not old Scott. I know people have to change. I get it, but it's like I feel like he didn't really change for like the better. I feel like he was definitely in his prime back in the day, and he was funny and he was cool and whatever. But I guess it's good to see that they're still cool with him. But to me, it seems like they're only cool with him for the show. Like, to be able to still have somebody else there to bounce off of. Um, I mean, I guess that would have been Corey, but Corey's kind of like in the background. Chris keeps him in the background. And who really knows what's going on with them, because he seems like he's like a bodyguard now, like again, because I think he was a bodyguard before. But yeah, he's kind of like back to bodyguard status for me. I don't know. But then we have Courtney, and we love Courtney. You know, yeah, if y'all listen to me, y'all know I love Courtney. She's the realest one of them all to me. And you know, she's kind of doing her thing. You know, her and Travis are loving each other. She had just put out her Lemmy gummies. You know, she's doing her thing. Like, you know, she's so organic to me. You know, this previous episode, she was crying about how Kim, you know, stole her ideas and stole her like fashion, stole her friends, like everything. My thing is, Courtney, get over it. You already knew she was going to do it. Come on. Like, she's going to do something else to you one way or another. You know, that's basically what they said has happened their whole life, you know? So it's like, I mean, she has to kind of like grow some and move on. That's my only thing with Courtney. Like, she has to get over it. Like, Kim's gonna do her and she don't even care. And when you're sitting there crying, I mean, that just gives her more motivation to keep doing it to you. You know, it's like, Courtney, hush and go on with your life, girl. Like, who cares? You got like a sexy Travis Barker in your bed. Like, who cares about what Kim doing? You know what I mean? Anywho, but while she was sitting there crying to Kendall's like, Kendall's like, I don't really care. Like, why is she talking to me about this? It's pretty funny. But anywho, then we have Kim. She's like, she don't even know. She's not even like a designer or a fashion person or anything. I mean, if it wasn't for Kanye, she wouldn't have even entered into the fashion world. So, I mean, she's sitting there like needing her stylist to help her, but then her stylist finally gets there and her stylist is saying, put on this dress. She's like, no, I like this dress. It's just like, it's too much for me. I'm like, girl, like, Kim, like, you gotta get a grip, because either you need help or you don't need help. You know, either you're freaking out internally or not. It was like the first day she was freaking out, the next day she was kind of more chill, but then didn't want to like really take anybody's advice or something. I don't even know. I'm like, it just, I don't know. It really annoyed me, like, because, you know, eventually she got like more into the groove and she just thought she was like really a designer and like better than Dolce and Gabbana, better than like her stylist. You know what I mean? That was like that Kanye attitude of her. Like, y'all know what I mean. She was like kind of acting like Kanye or something. But I don't know. I liked what she was wearing though. The thing she was wearing was actually pretty dope. You know, how she had her hair. You know, all of that was dope. But on a side note, do you guys know who Olivia and Natalie is? I think they were on Wags back in the day. They looked awful. Like, please, y'all, like, in life, let's stop getting plastic surgery on our face. Like, let's just be happy with what God gave us, because no, it's just no. No. Anywho, then you have Chris, and you know, I don't know what's up with Chris. You know, she's getting older. I love to see that she's still moving around. She's still holding herself together. That's dope. So overall, like, what do we rate this? Like, 1 to 10? Like, this season thus far, I rate it like a 5. But y'all let me know, what's your ratings on this? Is anybody watching it? I don't know. Y'all let me know. Y'all know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the Gossip Chick. I'm out.